Just doing at my feet.
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to, what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and...
Oh, this whole thing again? Are you dumb? Yeah, I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Florida Gators taking on the Spartans of Michigan State. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Michigan State now with a 1st and 10.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball carrier decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Parker off the play fake. Going for it all. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Parker, and that is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. From 13 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? Forward a little bit now, because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
At their own 25-yard line.
The play fake, now White. And his throw is incomplete.
Incomplete.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, White. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ellington. Now Ellington lost the football. It's out. It's going the other way. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Dancing to his left. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Again to Anderson here out of the gun. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the gun, Parker. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. From 8 yards out. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. We discussed how important it was going to be for this quarterback to get off to a hot start. Well, he has done that. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. It's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead.
14, Gators, nothing.
Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. When you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup, but will it hold?
What's the deal, y'all?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
14. Gators, nothing.
On 3rd down, Jennings. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. On 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score a touchdown, Michigan State. Keon Simmons, 82 yards. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Look at, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
That's good.
A big play there. 49 yards.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's Ellington. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 7. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. from the shotgun. Here's White. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame. Hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive rate.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. That's all you got. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. On the ground, Ellington. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
This is Ellington. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I know you're trying to have the scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's White. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st and 10, Florida. Operating from the gun. White. Smith catches left side. White. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun. White. As he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is in. Touchdown Gators. Taking it in from the 20. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
For the extra point.
Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It's caught at the 10. Now another timeout call for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and goal at the 7.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. Zalante Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. What a game that he has had throwing the football. Now 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. Tell you what, he's going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
The end of the first half with the scores Spartans 35, Gators 10.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And
that's bullshit. I was already fucking making the hit. Oh, come on, man. Coming for you, QB. You are mine. Hello, everybody.
He gets it across the 35.
actually closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed tackle. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the left side, complete. And Smith. And he'll take this to the 47. But no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safest things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage. And hope that his athleticism wins out the perimeter.
Really?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
No, tried to make the run. Coming for the boy. Simpson. That was close. Yeah. First down. And going for the touchdown. Oh. Like that. Threw the ball away at the same time. Yeah. As I crossed over the line, I threw the ball away. I got the touchdown, but it's kind of like a glitch. You throw the ball away just as you're crossing the goal line, and no matter what, it's still a touchdown. Let's go, Johnson.
Changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. You might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 7 yards there at a first down. Again, they run with Ellington. Running to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a throw out right, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in my range.
Hands on hips, heads low.
Damn, they're going for it.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. The same surface talent that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Michigan State out for another drive. It's certainly starting to look like they're going to be in the national title game next week as they begin here first and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Young. Get this one to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards at first down.
Knowing they're going to wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, there's still a spot for power football. We just saw something right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Score, touchdown, Michigan State. 15-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one. This is really something for a guy who's been rotating in and out of this offense. Heck, the last 2 games being his only back-to-back starts, he has come through 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And still, you got to think there's going to be talk about Tommy Matthews. So get ready for all those sports radio debates all the way until kickoff of the national championship game. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we'll just take a seat in the driveway to get at the 25-yard line. The Gator offense now ready to get this next drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make a match. Lost the football.
Much like the running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, White.
Yeah.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go out to the field and try and hold it. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Good head-down running on the return. Gives about 15 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. This is Young on the carry.
No.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmarks of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, that got him.
Michigan State. Zavante Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys continue to pour it on. I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6 touchdown passes. And you think about this guy's been so rotated in and out of the lineup all season. But right now, it looks as if he's had a zillion starts out there. He's been on point all game long. Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moment. Now White lost the football, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And that might just cement it. A return for White, touchdown.
Yeah, I wanted to get the big fella the touchdown, and I threw it behind me. That's great.
Decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant. You've got to. White lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. First down, here's the run with Anderson. A nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to settle them up.
Spartans field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So thanks to, if you can believe it, 6 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the Michigan State Spartans are moving on to play for a national championship.
A little fucker standing there all excited like he thinks he did something. Shit, running your mouth to me in the freaking door like you think you're something. The team plays better when I'm in. Like hell. What up now, bitch?
Shot at me. And I guess we just have to do this all over again next season.
Listen, you just shut your mouth and I'll just throw the ball and you just be the little bench warming bitch. Good job. Yeah, you should have hit him with the helmet. Yeah, not on the floor, throw it at his head.
I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you.
Fucking rob, man.
That dude Tommy's your brother. The brothers should always have each other's backs.
No, he ain't my brother.
Look off your face.
He doesn't got my back, so you just mind your business.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi Stadium.